It's a little foggy out here this morning. What am I? Oh shoot, wouldn't you know when I start filming people start opening doors and stuff. It's a black cat over there. I wonder if that one of my cats from years and years ago. I wonder if that Lucky. I haven't seen Lucky in 2 years. I think that's him. Oh well. No, it's isn't that creepy? Big old tree out in the middle of the, two big old trees out in the middle of the meadow right there, and the vultures are just sitting there, all horror movie-ish. That's what one of my cousins posted on Facebook this morning. He was like, "It's horror movie fog out there." Look at that. Trying to get some still pictures of that. That's neat. I'm going down Tavern Street right now. Oh, I guess y'all do want to see pictures of the dog. There he is. Just wailing along, watching the birds. Probably looking for another place to pee. No, I just thought I'd record this little jaunt right here. This little farm back there in the fog. I thought I'd record this little walk right here because it hadn't been quite this foggy in a while, and I didn't want to not have any footage of this much fog, so it's nice. I like this. Wish I could get some formal filming while all this fog was out here today. This is mood-setting weather for action and suspense. What are you doing? Told you I was looking for another place to pee. There's junk and furniture right here. He's like, ah, yes, more stuff for me to pee on. Come on. Anyway, y'all looking for a place in Blackstone, Virginia? Got a little house for sale right here on Tavern Street if you're interested. So, what is that, 505? I think that's 505. Yep, 505 Tavern Street. Any of my watchers want to live in Blackstone? I like the design of this house right here. I'll probably get sued for recording it. No, I won't. They wouldn't do that, but they probably don't want to be all over the interwebs. One of my thousands of cousins' house right there. Come on, Nightwing. Not a lot of people out here. It's a Tuesday morning. It's not that many people stirring. Usually it's a little busier than this. Oh, I spoke. Look at that. Somebody's working on something over there. Somebody's pulling out the... This person might want to talk, so I might have to stop the video. Nope. They're going on about their way. Alright. I want to get up to Main Street and... No. I'm talking to the dog, not y'all. I want to get up to Main Street and record some of that in the fog. Kind of neat. You see, my fear was I was going to take him down to the meadow back there, and fog was going to start lifting before I got back to Main Street, but I think it's gotten a little thicker back that way. Yep, fog's getting thicker. Huh. They calling for some snow on Thursday. Thursday Thursday night. We haven't had a decent snowfall this entire winter season, so we had some flurries back in December, a little ice, but we didn't have any. Look at that blue jay raising cane. I swear, blue jays are just the most. We're not going this way. We're going this way. Thank you, Nightwing. You see, it's taken me a while to figure out why he does that, but I think when he starts to walk as close as he can to my leg to the point where I'm stepping on his feet, it's because he wants me to go in another direction than we're going in. And I couldn't figure that out. I thought he just didn't know what to do. But I think it's because he's trying to herd me in a different direction when I'm not paying attention. So that might be a thing. Might have figured that out. I'm still not 100% sure why he does that. Little Siamese cat over there. And that's one of Nightwing's many "I'ma beat you up if you come over here" cats. And he never learns because look, he wants to go over there now and harass the cats. But they'll just beat him up again. His buddy isn't out today. Little beagle. Little beagle comes out and wants to play, but he's not over there today. That rhymes. Alright, I'm starting to see buildings on this part of town. But that doesn't mean the fog has lifted any. We're just getting closer. Alright. Oh. There's some stuff up there. A little bird. He's probably looking for those chickens. There's a house right here that used to have about 5 or 6 chickens. And I think they're all gone. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while. I don't know whether him getting loose sometimes when I wasn't watching him and he came and chased them all away, trying to play with them, and they thought he was trying to eat them, or I don't know. Got wildlife, so I mean, fox or coyote or something might have just came through and picked them all one by one, or bobcat, or just a regular big tomcat or something. I don't know. Maybe they just got rid of them. Maybe they ate them. Maybe they just died of natural causes. I have no clue, but there are no chickens over there anymore. And he tries to go and sniff for the chickens every time we walk past. There's the armory in all its glory. Huh. I think the fog is more down, like, I know I said that, well, no. I'm getting closer to Main Street, so there's traffic, there's more movement and everything, so I guess there's some science to why the fog isn't as thick between the buildings as it is everywhere else. Because it looks kind of normal for a little stretch right here. But then when you look back there, or certainly when you look back there, I guess it's just because it's less interference. Well, the sun is starting to come out from somewhere. It's getting lighter out here. I think my phone's about to die. My fingers are frozen, so I know the phone gotta be frozen. That's the other thing, it's cold out here. This ain't no warm fog we got dealing with. It's cold. Shoot, did I pass a trash can? I sure did. I'm getting rid of this tissue I got in my hand. Nightwing messing up the program. Alright, hold on. Alright, there we go. Nice little shot of the armory in the fog. Alright, on my way. This classic grill over there. Gossiping and discussing the politics of the day. There's Swartz Tavern. Got old Blackstone started, little Swartz Tavern. Alright. I don't know if I want to take him past Classic Grill or not. No, there's too much going on over there. Now, I'm saying that not because for my newer viewers, I'm not saying that because he's a dangerous dog or anything. I'm saying that because people always want to play with him and talk to him when I have him out. And I kind of wanted to do one smooth video this morning, so I'm just going to take him past all the people so they don't have to. I don't mind people. I look forward to it when people want to play with Nightwing and when he wants to play with people and other dogs and cats and so forth. But I just wanted to get one long good video in, so haven't done a video in a while. I'm going to start doing them pretty regular. I've got to get my Nightwing. Got to get my crap, more people. There's just people everywhere. Alright, I'm gonna go the long way then, since I can't escape. I'm gonna go the long way. Shoot, I could have cut through. No, I couldn't. Alright. Nightwing. You see, he's doing that herding thing again, so I don't know whether he's trying to get me to go into the building or what. I don't know. Every time I think I got this dog figured out, he does something different. But, yeah, no, shoot, I didn't know there was anybody over there either. Alright, I'm gonna try to get a good Main Street video in the fall. The Garrett Moon and Pool Tower's back there. I don't know if y'all can see them or not. I'm gonna start doing videos on a pretty regular basis. I haven't done any, I don't think, since that video of me chasing him through the neighbor's yard and everything, so hey, there's me and the dog. But I want to start doing videos pretty regular. Well, now it looks like it's barely any fog at all up here. I was watching a Robert Cabral, what did I say? His name is Cabral. Anyway, another YouTuber, Robert Cabral, and he was saying that you shouldn't let your dogs sniff the entire time you walk. That was new to me because I've never seen it done any other way. You're walking, dogs are just sniffing along. And I'm not saying he's wrong or anything. He knows what he's doing. He's a good YouTuber. He's a good dog trainer. I'd recommend him. But I was just saying, I didn't know that it was done any other way. I mean, yeah, of course you walk with the dog, but I just figured it couldn't hurt if they were smelling as they went. But he was saying that it's lack of focus and everything on you, and they go into predator mode and everything, which is true. They do go into predator mode, and I see Nightwing doing it, even though he's not an aggressive dog. Oh, look at this. They ain't even not nary no fog up here. Huh. That's down there on 46, Dot's Country Store. Down there on the road, going out of Nottoway into Brunswick County. That was their truck that just went by. Oh, it's a baby carriage. Got a baby. Go on down here. Me talking about I was trying to avoid people, and then I come down Main Street. I don't even know if y'all can hear me anymore or not. Huh. Look at all this noise and people hustle and bustle. Yeah, it's well, I guess it wasn't as thick as I thought, because it's not overpowering Main Street because of all the traffic and people and gas and emissions and everything, I guess. I don't know. So, I guess it's not as thick as I thought, but in more of the low-lying wooded areas, it's just overpowering fog. But in town, it seems pretty normal, so I don't know. I'm gonna switch hands because I'm gonna switch hands because the hand I've been holding the camera in phone in is frozen. So, but anyway, it's a nice little morning. Blackstone, VA, the Old Dominion. Alrighty, well, I guess I showed y'all everything with the whole fog situation. No, I've done a video since I was chasing him through Moore and Mountain Hill and found nothing. I think I've done a video because I think I was explaining something about dogs or something about training. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to turn this corner up here and I'm going back home because I'm out here doing videos and shooting the breeze like I don't have stuff to do today. Shoot. Almost dropped the phone. Thanks, Nightwing. It ain't his fault. I guess that's a tangent I can go off on. People blame animals for stuff they do wrong. Their, shortcomings with certain things. It's like when people blame God for stuff they do to themselves. It's like, why would God do this to me? Well, you made a series of poor decisions which led to this. Now you want to blame him. But that's another story. But hey there. See, come on. Hey there. But yeah, there was oh look, we're getting into some fog right here. See, I went on for one of my tangents and then I ran into somebody. They're renovating. That used to be a old Pizza Hut back there. They turned it into a laundromat now. A couple from out of town lives in that house right there, fixing it up. And then he wants to buy this one right here and fix it up. And this is a nice house right here. It's got a little cabin off to the side. If this house was on a different place, shoot. I mean, not in a different place, it's like in a different part of town. Shoot. It's a nice house. Not that anything's wrong with this part of town, there's just no yard, really. See, I don't like the... If you're gonna have a big house, you should have a big yard, and you should have land. I've never been really a fan of the whole big house but no yard thing, because that kind of takes away from living in a big house, I guess. To me, anyway. If you can only go outside and walk in a square and call that your yard, but you live in a big house. But I guess some people like that. I'm not saying it's wrong or bad or anything. It's not what I prefer. I like to have space when I go outside, and I feel like I should just turn around and go back in the house. Let me figure out what I was even talking about. I said something about Robert the Brawl a couple of minutes ago. Oh, well, he was just saying he takes the dog out, dog sniffs everything, and then they walk, and then they stop, and he lets the dog sniff again, and then they walk some more. So I can, that works, that'll work. But the thing with Nightwing is he won't use the bathroom in the yard, and I'm glad about that. So he'll pee in the yard, but he won't poop or anything. So we come out the house, our routine is he sees a cat or something. You see, now you're gonna have to see me be stern because you know go try to play with a cat, get beat up. But he'll come out, he'll pee in the grass, and then we'll walk for a while, and then he'll sniff for a place to poop, and that'll take up the first part of the walk, him just looking for a place to poop. So I kind of have to let him sniff, and possibly, I don't know what he's doing now. Guess he's itching. He just sat down. He doesn't just usually sit down without me coaxing him to, in the middle of the road especially. All right, he's good now. Come on. But you see, he's doing that herding thing. I don't know whether I don't know what he's doing when he's doing that, and I wish I did. I guess he just knows we're going home and he doesn't want to go home yet. I don't know. Now he's pulling me. That's another thing that people flip out about. You let him pull you. Well, I shouldn't have done that. That's a copyrighted. I'm sure that voice I just did is copyrighted. Rick Gore does that on both of his channels, all three of his channels. So I probably shouldn't have done that. They're gonna call me a copycat YouTuber after a while. But Rick's a good guy. I like Rick. He does that he's making fun of people. He'll do that high-pitched voice, and I've gotten in the habit of doing that myself when I think of annoying people. So no copyright infringement intended, Rick. But if he's watching, or if anybody that's a Rick Gore viewer is watching on my channel, but no, Nightwing has been from one rough situation to the next, so I let him get away with a lot of stuff that I probably, if I had just gotten him as a puppy and trained him, I let Nightwing get away with a lot of stuff. Because he's had such a rough life, and he's pushing 5 now, and I mean, yeah, he needs discipline. Yeah, he needs to be kept from doing things that he thinks are okay that aren't, but I'm not going to be overly assertive with Nightwing because I understand he's come from a rough past. As far as I can track, he came from a pet land in Florida, and the people that ran that went to jail. They're locked up for a good while now because they were falsifying medical records for all the animals, so they shut that store down. So I'm thinking Nightwing, his parents probably came from a puppy mill, and then he was bought, I guess, by some family in Florida, and they had to give him to their parents, their in-laws, and the in-laws were living in an RV or something, and they were traveling cross country, and he was like a year and a half, 2 maybe at that time, and you can't have no husky in no RV. You'll go crazy, he'll go crazy. So then the friends of mine bought him from them, and then they got to the point where they couldn't care for him anymore, so now I have him. So it's not the worst horror story of a, dog's life, but like I said, he's 4, he'll be 5 in a couple of days, so he's seen a lot of upheavals, a lot of change. He's probably seen a lot of abuse in his past. I know he's seen a lot of abuse. I don't know whether that came from the puppy mill or whether that came from... I know he came from a puppy mill. He had to have. I don't know whether that came from the puppy mill or Petland or the first set of owners he had. I don't know. But he's definitely seen some abuse because he cowers sometimes when you get up real fast or if you raise your hand real fast. And he's gotten a lot better with that since he's been with me, because I've been taking a lot of one-on-one time with him. So, but yeah, I'm not as strict with Nightwing as you probably should be with a husky to, you know, keep him from going too crazy. But I mean, I mentioned Rick earlier. He'll say this all the time. He says it with horses, but I think that's kind of true with all animals. There are really no absolutes when it comes to certain things. I mean, you have to understand the animal that you're working with, whether it's a dog or a cat or a horse or, you know, anything. You got to understand how the animal thinks. That's Diamond over there in her little house. You got to understand how the animal behaves, how the animal thinks, what the animal is going to do. And once you get the ground rules set, everything else kind of comes into place. Because every situation is different, every species is different, every individual is different. So once you have the ground rules set, and you know the background of the animal you're working with, and you know certain things, you can work from there. But if you just walk in off the street one day and you're like, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, there's no way you can differ. That's not always how it works. There's very few situations where it's a definite right or wrong, yes or no, when it comes to cases like this. So yeah, I probably let him get away with a lot more than he should, but he's had kind of a rough life, so he's had it pretty. I mean, like I said, not the worst case I've ever heard of. It's not even a worst case I've ever heard of. It's really mild, honestly, except for the whole him getting dragged by the car thing. But that's a video for a different day. I know that's not funny, and I'm not laughing at it, but that is a story for a different day. But yeah, other than him getting dragged a few blocks by the SUV, mainly his neglect has been just, well, it's been physical too, other than that, because somebody used to beat him, clearly. I don't know who. But like I keep that, it's not the worst case ever, but it's not the most ideal, so I'm not going to be as strict with him as probably he needs. But anyway, he's a good dog. And this video started out as a fog video, so one more little shot of the fog before I go in here and get the day started and do what I need to do. I don't know where Kitty is. Kitty's around here somewhere. But yeah, I mentioned a few people, so I'll give my credits to them. Robert Cabral, he was on YouTuber on here. You can check out his channel, and if you're looking for some more animal content, you can check out Rick's Think Like a Horse, Think Like a Dog, and he's got a Good Luck America channel, but that's real political, so if politics gets your blood pressure up, then you might want to forgo that one. But yeah, those are two great, animal minds. They're very like-minded when it comes to animals with me, so I kind of mentioned them, so I feel like I should give them their credits. But anyway, one more little shot of the fog. I can't tell whether it's lifting or whether we've just had so much traffic through here since I've been gone. But anyway, one more little shot of Nightwing sniffing in the yard. He can smell that tomcat from the family that moved in around the corner, comes down here chasing Kitty. Alright. I shall communicate with y'all later.